Alrighty, so my name is Adriana,
My name is Grant.
And my name is John.
and we all worked on Echo Security. And so what our goal is to create a computer chip that can physically protect sensitive and important information on a computer's hard drive. And our hypothesis is to not only protect the information, but for this chip to also work on any operating system. And for the biology incorporation, we want to use an echolocation-like communication between a personal device, which would be like your cell phone, and your computer.
All right. So, how are we going to make this work? So, we have our hardware, and you are going to connect this to your personal computer system, be that your desktop or your laptop or some other form of computer. And on this device, we are going to have programming, which we're going to use Python for. We're going to use Python because it's a fairly lightweight programming language. It's very easy to rapidly develop applications, and it's very quick to learn. So for people, while we're just starting out, it'll be easy to find people to work on this program. In state of compromise, so the Echo Security device, the person will sign up with our company, and anytime somebody accesses their computer, they will receive a text or some kind of notification to their personal device telling them, hey, somebody is using your device, are you currently on it? Essentially making sure that the other person is there, such as echolocation. Like if a bat wanted to know a wall was in front of it, it would echolocate to find out if it was there. So, if the user is not there, the device will deconnect the hard drive so it cannot be accessed by the computer whatsoever. Alright, so the audience, the people that we're going to be selling this to, it's going to be sold to everyday families, large businesses, anybody that wants to keep their data on their physical hard drive safe, even when they're not home. So this can text you when you're anywhere in the world, anytime somebody gets into your computer physically, it will talk to you and try to solve the issue.
Okay, with producing our chips, we will look to IBM and Cisco as they are industry leaders in producing mass amounts of chips. These companies will provide the best chips out there, as they are ranked among the top. They also have vast experience in this field already. And this is why we chose our name Echo. So in order to sell to this wide variety of customers, we know that many people use laptops and many people also use desktops. So with the laptop users, most all laptops have webcams nowadays. So we will use facial recognition, and we will be able to turn this on and off. So say you're at your computer, you don't want to be bothered, you will be able to just turn the feature off. And as you're out, you could set a time frame to where you'd want it to facially recognize anyone that's using your computer. And that will, in turn, send out the message. And then computers that do not have webcams, mostly in like larger corporations, we'll have a code authenticator that'll pop up periodically, and if the message is compromised a certain amount of times, it will then send out the text message saying, is this you at your computer, yes or no? And then we relate this to biology by using echolocation. The communication between the computer and the personal device. We tied it into echolocation, as many species of animals echolocate, such as dolphins, whales, bats. It'll also be the quote-unquote eyes of your computer when you don't have eyes on it physically. Many animals use their echolocation as a way to see. And then it'll also act as echolocation by communicating the threats. Many animals that have echolocation use it to detect predators and also hunt for prey. So the whole premise of our idea is to detect predators, detect hackers, and things like. And that concludes our presentation. I would like to thank Dr. Ding for taking time to be here at his busy schedule. And again, my name is John.
My name is Grant.
And I'm Adriana.
Alright, so let's have questions, okay? Open to questions. Okay, so why Echo? Why the name Echo?
We didn't want to be like Dolphin Security or like something like that. Like, we felt like Echo would be like kind of a cool name because
It's a cool name.
it'll repeat back to you like echolocation.
So that it has connotation on
Yeah,
how
it would kind of
works.
send out a signal and then get a response and base what the system is going to do off of the response it receives.
That's why it's an Echo.
So, like, there's something causes the computer to send out the text message, like somebody tried to get in, had an invalid authenticator, or they tried to get in, their face wasn't recognized. It'll send you a message, be like, hey, are you on your computer? If you say no, it'll lock it down, because obviously it's not you, someone's trying to get into your
Now what if it's my
information.
daughter just playing in my computer?
Well, then if it's your daughter, then you can say, yes, that's me, and it'll be like, okay, that's just her, I'll start recognizing this face. So it could keep multiple in it, kind of as a like a dictionary. And so it says, these are the faces that I recognize, these people can use the computer. Anybody else, it will not use it.
Yeah, could you explain the, sorry, I missed the first part, the details, so it's by text message.
Yes, so anytime
Like
that,
say, what triggered the text message?
what triggers it?
Yeah.
If the face isn't recognized, or if somebody puts in a invalid
use a camera.
authenticator key.
Camera on the base.
Yeah, so you can either use a camera for the facial recognition, or
So
you can
it's
just
used
get an
for laptop
authenticator.
only?
Yeah, or anything that has a webcam, really.
Let's say the laptop, a lot of cases, say somebody grab your laptop, the camera probably not on because it's only on when you turn it on, when the lid open.
Okay, so yeah, if somebody did steal your laptop when it was closed,
Actually, yeah, I
Yeah.
actually have two projects on that, how to do the physical capture, physical capture.
okay.
Well, if, in that case, we most likely go with the code authenticator if the webcam isn't good enough to facial recognize. And also, with sending the text message out, as opposed to an email, if they were to get into your computer, they could hack your email.
Let's say if I'm the one who want grab your laptop, I probably close it first. I probably will not hold this. It's not easy to run.
Yeah, but then when you want to get the information, if you try to access it from the computer, if you open the computer to even try to get into files, you will immediately get locked out because it will not recognize your face, or you won't have the authenticator, so you can't put in the key. And then when you fail to provide that authentication, it will contact you.
So like the key point is how long you wait to say during the face recognition, right?
Yeah, it'd be how long you wait for the facial recognition, or how often you require the authenticator code.
Yeah, say suppose they turn it on, how long you want to wait?
Well, if you had it on, let's say you had it off and you turned it on, you'd probably want to set it up so anytime you turn it on, you require that authenticator or that facial recognition. But once you are on the computer, you can deactivate it until you leave, and we could probably put a system in place that would reactivate every time it turns off.
Say, yeah, suppose, like I would run here.
Yes.
Is the activation code randomly generated every time?
Yes, it's off an authenticator. So it's a randomly generated string of numbers, and then you would input that.
How would you receive the string of numbers?
We could either send it to your device, or you could buy just an authenticator from our company that would provide the numbers for you. Yes.
If I have your computer, can I just disconnect your hard drive and connect it to my own computer?
I mean, yes, you could always tear out the hard drive and put it in another computer.
Basically, what we're trying to do is, we know that nothing is unhackable, so we're basically just trying to make it as difficult as possible, where someone would be like, this takes too much time. Just forget it.
In this case, actually to say, get around your system is somebody use, say, either flash drive or like a mobile, the DVD or CD drive, they restart it with that, so it's easy to bypass the system.
We had not thought of that.
Very good input,
yeah,
So
I'll be
maybe then you
absolutely
can
honest.
now think of, okay, how can we also block that part, right? So that's a good thing to input in of your concept.
Yes.
Maybe to the teacher's point earlier, can you like set up like the different faces for different people before they get there?
Yes, we'd probably have to limit it to a certain amount. But the idea is if it was in like a small home setting, you could set up a few faces so like your spouse or children or friends could access it if you wanted.
That's the last question. Sorry, folks. That's it. It's very interesting. Everybody.